The next day, Akihiko was his regular self. I was so glad. He must be feeling better. It was quiet for the most part. Sayonji was nowhere to be seen. Perhaps a cold was going around. The bell finally rang and we made our way to the range. Before practice can fully kick off, Ren steps forward, calling an immediate meeting of the club, his sharp footsteps echoing as he positions himself at the front of the room. I can hear everyone cautiously sit as his voice rings out, sharp and unyielding, across the dojo floor.
Listen up. The sharp pen found in Mioya's area could have been an accident, but if it was intentional, it will not be tolerated. If it's found to be the case, the member will be banned immediately. School officials will be notified, and formal punishment will be decided. Every single one of you is a team member, and we all need to help one another. Understood? Now that the matter is understood, Tatsuya is going to ask for our assistance today.
A heavy, suffocating silence settles over the room as his words sink in. Ren's voice controlled the room. Tatsuya was standing beside me, his feet walking softly against the floor, taking the center next to Ren, as his voice drops into a quiet, focused tone.
All right, everyone. I want your assistance in staying quiet for just a while longer. This is Moya's first time shooting, and I would like it in a controlled setting so she can learn distance of the target. I thank you all for your help. Mioya, we are changing it up today. The last 3 steps are something you will have to find for yourself. I can help you with ending your stance, but today I want you to try shooting. I want to start getting some ideas on how to help you see the target. The steps are Kai, the full draw and point of ultimate physical and mental focus, where internal expansion, no-bi, is maintained. Hanai, the natural, unforced release of the arrow, driven by correct expansion and spirit. Zanshin, the remaining spirit or follow-through, where the archer maintains their posture and awareness after the release. That's all on you. It's something I can't teach. It's something you will teach yourself.
Wait, everyone would be watching my first attempts? Tatsuya turns back to me as I'm nervously getting ready for my very first time shooting. He addresses the rest of the team still seated along the edge, ensuring absolute quiet.
Okay, everyone stay incredibly quiet and silent, if you please.
Tatsuya leans in close, his breath brushing against my ear as his voice drops to a gentle whisper just for me.
Mioya, do you still see a rainbow when you look at me?
I nod softly.
Good. Follow the rainbow to the target when I walk back. Then go through each step and shoot. Don't worry about them watching. It's just practice. Everyone, no matter how good, has missed shots daily. It's just part of archery. The goal today is to just get you used to the distance and the sounds, okay?
I hold my place listening as he walks the line all the way down to the wooden targets across the hall. The whole way there, he whistles a tune, one that feels vaguely familiar, lingering at the edge of my memory, carrying a calming cadence. I hear him reach the target, hitting it with his hand right in the center with a sharp smack. The rainbow visualization fades from where he was, but a bright trace of it stays anchored on the target. As I listen to him come back, still whistling softly, I square my stance, gripping the familiar wood. Tatsuya walks directly up to me, stopping inches from my face. I could hear a smile in his breathing as he whispers. I can feel his sweet breath.
Follow the rainbow, Moya. That's all you have to do, is trust your rainbow.
I hear him turn and walk to the side. I line up, taking a breath, and calmly run through the steps of Kyudo that I knew by heart, drawing back and releasing my first arrow. It disappeared from my sight as it left the string, like it disappeared into an abyss, with only Tatsuya's rainbow showing the way. Thud. Did it hit the wall or the target? I don't wait to wonder. immediately knocking and letting the second arrow fly. Thud. Another solid impact. The room is completely quiet until a sharp voice cuts through the air like glass.
See, I told you, she can see. No one would have that luck. Besides, there's no way she could do that again.
Ren immediately hushes her. I was shocked he could hear her words. Perhaps it was because no one else was talking. I could only imagine his lethal look. Then his steps, calmer but direct, walks over to me, taking my hand in his. It was incredibly calloused and rough, handing me 2 more arrows with a reassuring voice, but it had a strictness to it.
Again, Mioya, if you please.
Did I actually hit the target? I take a breath, block out the doubt, and shoot again. The class remains dead silent, holding its collective breath. Saionji's voice cuts in again, sneering across the mat.
Well, anyone could hit that with the bow she's using. She's just showing off.
Ren turns toward her slowly, holding an icy calm.
Really, Saionji? Tatsuya's bow is of the same caliber. Tatsuya, if you wouldn't mind, let Saionji try your bow.
It would be my pleasure.
If you can shoot as well as you shoot your mouth off, prove your point.
Saionji huffs, turning her body. I hear her starting to walk away from the line.
Where do you think you're going? If you're not going to shoot, go to the shed and polish every single bow there.
Saionji huffs again, louder. She was so mad. I could hear her teeth gritting. Instead of heading to the shed, she aggressively turns back, her footsteps loud, nearly stomping the wood floors. I hear a whip of her hand catching wood as she grabs Tatsuya's bow and a handful of arrows, marching back toward the shooting line.
Unbelievable. Making a big deal out of nothing.
I can hear as she plants her feet into a sloppy, completely incorrect stance. Everyone watches in dead silence. No one corrects her, because everyone knows better than to step into her crosshairs when she's in a mood like this. As she reaches into the quiver to grab an arrow and begins to nock it, a sharp voice cuts across the floor.
Forgetting something?
Saionji freezes.
What?
Moya is blind and can't see. So if you think anyone can do what she just pulled off, then you do it blindfolded. It should be easy for you, right?
A murmur ripples through the team as Ren pulls from his pocket something that had a fabric sound to it.
Fine.
I could hear Ren walk to her, clipping it on with a pin click.
Okay, Saionji, let's see you hit the target.
Saionji stands, her arrow pulled back in a hard, aggravated pull, but shaking. She pulls back more, but then no sound other than the tension of the string released slowly. The fabric falls to the floor with the force of her hand.
Ugh, it's too hot and messing with my hair, and I just got my nails done. I don't want to break one.
Her footsteps turn to leave. As Saionji stomps past Haruto and Kai near the back of the room, she pauses just long enough to hurl a final vicious mock at me, gesturing loudly so the others can chuckle.
Moya always causing a scene. She didn't even get hurt yesterday, and everyone comes running to her, and we get chewed out over every little thing. She's such a baby.
Chewed out? Really? Oh, Saionji, you haven't seen me chew out anyone yet. But let me remind you who was here early offering to polish the floor yesterday. You, Haruto, and Kai. If you're going to offer to do a job, it must be done correctly. This pin being found shows your lack, and I expect better from now on, or I will find a new assistant, understand?
Perfectly. Sorry, Ren. It won't happen again.
Haruto and Kai chuckle slightly at her parting jab, while I stand a few paces away.
Oh, I know it won't, because until further notice, Haruto and Kai will polish the floor after each practice, until I see it done properly. Now then, Sora.
Yes, Coach?
Give Moya your arrows to use for the moment.
Yes, Coach. Right away.
Sora steps up from the sidelines, holding out his arrows, putting them to my hand. His hands were nervous and somewhat shaking, his voice warm, respectful. It had a smile to it.
Here, Mioya, try these. It would be an honor for my arrows to be in such a bow as yours.
Was it really that great of a bow? What kind of bow had Tatsuya actually given me?
I hesitantly take them from his shaky hands. The colors of the rainbow fade a bit, but the guided path is still there, pulsing faintly. I line up and shoot again, and the room falls into absolute awe at the sound of the impact. Ren steps up. His voice seems to be studying me closely, a mix of intrigue and respect in his voice.
Let me see your bow, Mioya, if you please. I want you to try this one and these arrows.
Ren hands me a different bow and a fresh set of arrows as I hand mine off to Tatsuya. The new bow feels completely different, more worn, more used, almost brittle and dirty in my hands, lacking the smooth balance I had grown accustomed to. But I clear my mind, force everything else away, and go through all the steps, shooting again. Thuds. Ren's voice rings out across the silent dojo, carrying a clear, proud note.
Very well done, Moya. And to the rest of you, do not mistake a good bow for good results. Without hard work, without diligence, you will not accomplish what Moya just has. Moya, the final decision of who stays on the team isn't till after the first tournament. I may be hasty in my decision, but you're in. Tatsuya, good work. No, great work. Keep it up. We actually might get to finals this year with you two. Okay, everyone, back to practice, except you two. Haruto, Kai, I want you two to stay here and watch today. Keep your distance and pay attention. When they are finished, polish the floors before leaving. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, understood. Ren?
The guys stilled themselves. They don't complain. Ren walks away, his footsteps fading down the corridor. I stand frozen on the spot, my heart hammering against my ribs, letting out what breath I could.
Did I hit the target?
Moya, you hit the center each hit.
What? No, that can't be.
You most certainly did. Here's your bow back.
Tatsuya, what type of bow is this?
It's just an old bow. But you proved it's not the bow, Moya. It's you.
Of course to him it would be.
Tatsuya.
I don't see why not. It's your bow. It's yours. Do as you like.
With Akihiko guiding my steps across the wooden floor, I walked over to the two boys standing in the corner closest to the exit. You're Haruto, right? And Kai, would you like to try my bow? If I could try yours for today?
Wait, really? You bet I would.
Wait a minute. What gives? You know, we hang with Saionji, right? It's not like we'll be friends or anything.
I don't mind, but we're a team, right? We should all have use of the equipment.
Well, you're on the team, but unlike you, our fates haven't been decided yet. You trying to show off or something? We use our own equipment.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to come across that way. I just thought it would be nice to try other bows to get different feels of them.
Don't mind Kai. If you don't want to try Kai, I sure do. And I promise to be very careful with it. Thanks. My bow isn't the best, but it's new, and I made the arrows myself.
Really? Maybe you could teach me sometime.
Sure. It's the least I could do for letting me try this bad boy out.
We switch equipment, the contrasting weights of the bows shifting between our hands. He goes to the line and shoots a miss first, followed by a clumsy thud.
Wow, this string is tight. You must have great arms, Tachibana, to pull this. Come on, Kai. You gotta try it. No thanks. I'll just watch.
Fine, suit yourself. Thanks again, Moya.
He steps aside and I take my place.
Okay, let's see you try.
I lined back up in my spot, the color nearly gone, but it was like a small, shining diamond in the middle of the target. I drew back and released, one after another. 2 more thuds echoed through the room.
You're going to need a nickname if you keep this up. I know. How about No Miss Tachibana?
Oh no, I think it's too early for that. But please, just call me Moya. We are on the same team after all.
Sure thing. No Miss Moya. Or maybe, make it Moya.
Haruto, could I help with polishing the floor after practice?
Why? Coach didn't ask you to, and it is our fault. We should have done a better job yesterday, so we kind of deserve the punishment.
It will help me understand the layout of the room more, and I don't mind helping.
Well, sure, if it helps you out.
Thanks, Haruto. Okay, it's your turn again. The practice went on. Haruto opened up more. He was a very funny guy. I couldn't help but laugh at his jokes. Afterwards, we polished the floors together. Kai stayed silent and to himself, but Akihiko and Tatsuya joined in the polishing, making sure I didn't miss anything.